about to win. How is this a peaceful protest if there's nothing peaceful? No, it's not.
How do you know that white people feel about stopping a black woman from going to work?
Oh no, not work. I care so much.
So you don't care about stopping black people from going to work?
Look at this line that you guys are causing. I'm not causing no problems. I'm not trying to. We're just trying to be.
Everybody, welcome. Say hello to Trevor Bretvik. He is 36 years old, won a lawsuit for $115,000 during the Black Lives Matter riots because he said people were impinging on his civil rights. You see him, a liberal, mocking a black woman here. He's also the vice president of a marketing firm. How about we get Trevor on welfare? Because that's what he's trying to do to this lovely lady trying to go to work. Anybody know this gentleman or where he happens to work? I would like to send his HR department the following message. This is equivalent to calling a black person a word. Let's get him down.
Deputy Mayor of the City of Ventura, and this is absolutely unconscionable what's going on. I had never thought in my life that I would be seeing this sort of disruption and this sort of terrorism attack on our citizens.
Again, whose citizens? Mexican citizens? Because they're not American citizens. American citizens are safe in America, sir. Folks, listen to me. This is the reconquering of America by Mexico. It is a revolution and it must stop now. We have a constitution, law, and order.
He was born preparing guacamole. He complains about Americans while wearing an LA Dodgers hat and eating hot Cheetos. He can only speak Spanish unless you owe him money. He had a mustache before puberty and a kid before graduation. He once tunneled under the border, got bored halfway, and opened a taco stand. He's been deported 14 times, but hasn't left once. He served Coca-Cola at his brother's funeral, who died from diabetes. He protests being sent back to Mexico while waving a bigger Mexican flag than the embassy has.
You're going to the hospital and in jail. If you hit one of us, you're going to the hospital and jail, and most likely get bitten by one of our big, beautiful dogs that we have here. If you throw a brick, a firebomb, or point a gun at one of our deputies, we will be notifying your family where to collect your remains at, because we will kill you graveyard dead. We're not going to play. This has got to stop. You're watching what's taking place out there. You're seeing police officers that are being attacked, being spit on, being put in harm's way just for doing their jobs. You're seeing ICE agents that are being targeted for doing their jobs. And you're seeing obstructionists that are doing all of this, standing in the way of law and order.
Welcome back to the Nate Friedman Show.
Yeah, can you tell me about it?
Basically, it says "maldice la migra." It means like curse the migra, like curse ICE.
I want you to notice first off that this is witchcraft. Do you see the blood on the sign? Now he missed that. Maybe Nick isn't a Holy Spirit-filled Christian, tongue-talking, devil-walking, that type of getting it. But I can tell you from experience with dealing with people who dabble in this form of witchcraft, what she is doing here is trying to curse America with a blood curse. Right now, I proclaim by the blood of Jesus and the power within me that we will break all curses across this country. This country belongs to Jesus Christ and no other demons. Folks, this is a spiritual war. I keep trying to tell you that. I pray each and every one of you will be on the Zoom tonight. If you don't know what I'm talking about, look at the top of comments. Send in what you can. Get the Zoom link. Join us so we can talk about what is really happening in America.
Realize the hardship that they have to go through. They don't see just like they don't see in retrospect just how bad it is. They think that this is like the land of the free, like paradise. But really, like, the American dream is just going to shit. And it has been for a couple decades.
So, like, the people who come here, they think that it's going to be easy.
They think, yes. Having to go through the hardships that nobody should have to go through. And you come here, and it's basically the same shit.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what she's talking about here. So she says it's basically the same shit. I keep thinking that I'm going to hear it all at these protests, but that's never going to be the case. Her argument is that we need to make America better for the people who are here illegally. And they're waving the flags of the countries that they don't want to be deported to, but America is also not good enough. Let's just keep watching. It gets worse. So
I'm going to ask you one controversial question that I hear from the other side, okay? I'm all over X. They say, well, Obama deported more people than Trump. What do you say to those guys?
Yeah, but he did this in a matter of like time. This was smoothly. You wouldn't hear about like mass deportation on the news. You would just hear.
I'm sorry, I have to interrupt. You wouldn't hear about mass deportations on the news, and therefore it's not happening. Yeah, that's why people don't trust mainstream media anymore. Like, she's just saying the quiet part out loud. While Obama was president, by the way, it's a fact that he deported more people. I had to frame it that way because if I said that it was a fact, she would say, where's your data? And it would be a long thing. It's just amazing that Obama didn't do mass deportations because the media didn't frame it as that.
You wouldn't hear about like mass deportation on the news. You would just hear, and it would be specifically like bad people. I would always see when I was little. I would always see, drug cartel busted in San Francisco and this and here. That's good. You're getting people who are bringing down the country. You're getting them out and bringing in a chance to bring in new people who can actually like raise the states like. But yeah.
That's well said.
Okay, maybe even more so than the last time, this is showing you the power that media can have over people and why I just go on the ground and ask people questions, because look at what a spin can do to somebody's mind. I mean, this is crazy. She says that Obama went after bad people, so it's fine. Let's just look at Boston because I was just there. Operation Patriot that took place. 1,400 ICE arrests in Boston. 790 of them had prior criminal convictions. Some of these people included a child rapist who was convicted and deported in 2017 and then came back illegally. The same goes for LA. If you look at these guys, they're deporting many of them have done absolutely horrific things. So Trump's approach to deportation is honestly quite similar to Obama's, but it's just under very different scrutiny.
He is correct. It is under different scrutiny. This is a story right here in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, where a Mexican national was arrested. Now they're going to tell you that she was doing everything she was supposed to do. However, her mother did not finalize their reasoning to be here legally. Therefore, she's here illegally, and there was a deportation notice for the entire family. Tribalism destroys common law by genetic nullification of the legal system. By allowing a group of people to be here illegally destroys the entire basis of a sovereign country. Do we feel bad for her? Of course we do. However, we cannot allow 30 million illegal aliens to stay in America illegally, folks.
At the New Orleans ICE field office.
And we went to that appointment. We were told we passed both interviews and to wait in the lobby of the building for paperwork regarding our next interview, where we were instead met by 3 ICE agents who arrested my wife.
Ever since, he's been living a nightmare, not knowing what could happen next.
She had an ICE agent tell her on Friday that she was going to be deported this past weekend.
Paula entered the U.S. from Mexico a decade ago and was legally processed with her family. Unbeknownst to her, Paula's mom missed an immigration hearing in 2018. A judge issued a removal order for the entire family.
Make sure to comment, like, subscribe for more amazing content like this. And please pray about rowing in our boat, since YouTube does not pay us for our hard work. God bless America. Come here legally, and this literally wouldn't happen to you. This is what a third world looks like. This is what they want for America.
So if you come to run me over, that'll be what it is.